guys, welcome to my channel Wasting Gas. I'm JV, and today I'm bringing to you a car review that I don't know why I haven't done before. I am bringing to you my review of the 2016 Mercedes Benz C300 4MATIC that I own. It's like light bulb, boom, you know, who knows why. I never thought of this before I owned the car. Like, let me review it. The car has appeared in some of my videos before. I've had it out on track out at Dominion. I've driven around in it and done some different things. I've done a couple different vlogs from inside the car, but I never actually reviewed it. So anyways, let's kind of get some of the basics out of the way. So this is a four-door C300. It's the 4MATIC, so that means it's got all-wheel drive. For those of you that don't speak Mercedes Benz, you know, lingo and marketing, that's just simply what they call their all-wheel drive versions of cars. I did specifically want an all-wheel drive car when we bought this, or leased it, or whatever you want to say, when we got the car. This is now the second C300 that we've owned. We owned the previous generation, the boxy square ones, and now we have the 2016, the new refreshed model. This one is pretty optioned out to the last one we had. Was kind of stripper. It was, you know, not glittery heels and fishnet stockings, but like it didn't have a ton of options. This one's pretty optioned out. It's pretty nice. The best way that I can describe it is when we had our last car, definitely a nice car. We really enjoyed it. We loved our experience with it. More than anything, we just loved the ownership experience with Mercedes, which I'm sure is probably similar to the ownership experience of almost any of the premium brands, I'm assuming. But Mercedes just happened to get us, and yeah, love them. They're the best. But yeah, so we really enjoyed that car. But I mean, there was something about it just wasn't, you know, it was a C300. At the time that we bought it, that was the cheapest car that they sold. The CLA hadn't come out in the market yet, and here in the States we didn't have any of the smaller ones that they have, you know, over in Europe. So the C class was the lowest end car that Mercedes sold at the time. The C300 wasn't the lowest of that. There was a 250 below it, but even still, it wasn't very optioned out. You know, I mean, it was a nice car. It was okay. This car, however, this car is just, it's yummy, all right? When you get into this car, you go, oh, it's a Mercedes. This car fulfills all of the preconceived notions that you may have of a premium brand, especially if you're coming from a non-premium brand. Like, this was our first, you know, Mercedes is my first, you know, leap into the premium brands. Yeah, I've had Corvettes for years, but I wouldn't ever call a Corvette, at least not until the C7s have come out, you know, premium in any way. They, you know, expensive, yes, or more expensive than it is, definitely, but not part of the premium grouping. It's still very much a Chevy, and they treat you like you're buying a Chevy, and which is to say the dealerships treat you like crap. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. But this Mercedes, the whole experience is just absolutely phenomenal. From the second you walk into the dealership to the minute that you finish signing your paperwork and get in the car, the ownership experience, the maintenance, all that good stuff. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. So anyways, let's talk about the car. This car has most of the options that you can get on the interior. It has the full Burmester sound system. I think I said that right. I really don't care. It sounds absolutely amazing. Obviously, I can't really play it for you because A, would do no justice using this little mic that I've got here, and B, all the copyright stuff with YouTube. Hey, I'm just not even going to go down that road. But trust me, the sound system for a factory sound system is phenomenal. Very crisp, very clean, plenty enough power for a guy in his mid-30s to be able to crank it when he feels like it. But honestly, that's not as often as it used to be when I was a little bit younger and more obnoxious. Now my voice is just simply the most obnoxious thing going on here. Anyway, ooh, Stingray, nice. Bye-bye, Mr. Stingray. Anyways, so yeah, this has got the Burmester sound system. We've got I don't know, I don't even know what to say this. It's all black interior with black and silver. It's to me, it's classy. It's got the full glass roof with the panorama sunroof visor, sun thing. I don't even know what the hell those things are called. Sunroof thing stuff with the glass, and it opens and you stick your head out if you're too tall. I don't know, hell if I know. But anyways, it's absolutely beautiful. This car has the turbo 4-cylinder that is now the kind of low-end motor that Mercedes has been putting in their cars. It's a 241 horsepower, 278 pound-foot of torque, I think, motor, something like that. Like, so definitely it's not nothing. I mean, it'll get out of its own way. The car weighs a shade under 3,600 pounds, so not light by any stretch of the imagination, but as compared to some of the other things out there, you know, most sedans and whatnot now are creeping well over 4,000 pounds. So the car is sprightly. It's not fast, it's not quick, but with all-wheel drive, you can get off the line pretty quickly. And if you've seen any of my track video, then you'll see that it's certainly, it's plenty of fun. It is absolutely enough fun. This car also has the AMG wheel options. It's a nice little set of wheels, whatever, they're okay. And it has the sport package, which gives you the big star in the front grille and the cross-drilled rotors up front with, I guess, a little bit more aggressive of a brake pad and like suspension tuning and whatnot. I mean, it's not like super comfort is definitely more important than anything else here, but it does have those things. So yeah, that engine is also mated to a 7-speed automatic transmission. I got the little flappy paddles. It's got a couple different modes, Sport and Sport Plus, where the computer will kind of decide some stuff for you. And there's also a individual mode that I can set, like the steering feel and the engine and shift points, or I can set it to manual so I can use the flappy paddles and kind of do that thing. That sun is like right in my face right now. I don't know what's going on here. So anyways, yeah, it's pretty cool. Definitely, it's also got this like eco mode where it'll like turn down the AC and make it like as much fuel economy as possible, and runs slower, but it gets you the gas mileage. I don't know. Honestly, this thing to me gets pretty good gas mileage. Regardless, I average, let me see, what am I averaging here? 26 miles a gallon. So, I mean, I don't know what more, you know, how much more gas mileage you'd want. Again, the car is definitely more built for comfort than it is for speed or sports, but it's got enough sportiness in it to be fun, to be alive, to enjoy. You know, it's not a completely and totally boring daily driver. It's something that, you know, you can drive every single day, obviously, and then, you know, just not be bored with it. Definitely the SS that I drove, that I tested in one of my previous videos, much more fun than this, you know, but this is comfortable. This car definitely seats 4 adults quite comfortably. The one thing that I don't like as far as comfort is ease of getting in and out of the car. One of the biggest issues that I had with the previous generation C300 was the door opening for the rear seats was too small. Getting in and out of the car for the rear was a complete pain. It was just too small. It was really weird. Once you were in, it was fine. You had plenty of room. It was a super comfy chair. And that's something that they fixed. Not 100% with this car. I guess if I wanted a bigger, you know, rear section. Anyways, I guess if I wanted a bigger rear entrance, this isn't getting any better. I guess if I wanted the door opening to be a bit wider, I'd have to step up to the E-Class, where then obviously there's just a lot more room. They've pretty much fixed that with this car though, much better than the last generation. It's a lot easier to get in and out of the rear seats. But again, once you get in, I mean, it's comfy, it's supple and supportive. You can definitely spend a serious amount of time back there and be perfectly comfortable, perfectly happy. The front seats, same thing. They are quite supportive, very comfy. Honestly, these seats are more sporty seats than my Corvette seats. The Corvette, I mean, you've seen my rant on the Corvette seats, and if you haven't, make sure you check out reasons why I hate my Corvette, because the freaking seats are ridiculous in that car. I just absolutely hate them. But yeah, in this car, they're very supportive. They're comfy. They allow me to, again, I get to have a little bit of fun, but I can definitely sit in this car for hours and be okay. I've taken several road trips in this. We've taken to Pennsylvania all the time, where my wife is from, and yeah, 3-4 hours in a hit, and it's no problem. This car is definitely very comfortable. It's got all the luxurious amenities that you could think of in a baseline, you know, a luxury brand car. Heated steering wheel, I think, is probably one of the coolest things in the world just ever. If you ever have the option to get a car with a heated steering wheel, oh my God, I'm telling you, seriously, get it. That's, oh, it's so nummy. It's so good. Oh yeah, it's good. You know, anyways, but it's got heated seats, heated steering wheel. I don't know, all the basic stuff. This car did, or I have the Mercedes Benz Uconnect, or not Uconnect, that's Mopar. Or maybe it is, no, it's M Benz, whatever the hell their freaking app name is. There's an app on the phone, and I can control some of the stuff on the car through that app. I can lock the doors, I can unlock the doors, I can find out where it is, I can do a remote start. Honestly, those features though are not great. There's still some compatibility issues in the phones and the networks and connecting the car and doing all that stuff. Embrace is what it's called, and it sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's kind of weird, but point is, it has that option. Now, one of the features that I absolutely love about the Embrace is I can send to the car GPS directions or coordinates straight to my nav system in the car from my phone. So I can search on my phone for an address or something, which we all know searching on phones is so much easier, you know, for anything, for YouTube or for GPS, for maps, whatnot. It's got the ability to search through the phone for it, and then I send it to the car and it pops up in the car display, which to me is the best of both worlds. I rarely use my navigation system from the car because it's a pain to deal with. It's a pain to input the address, it's a pain to get it going, blah blah blah. It's a total pain. I'm so much easier on the phone. But then on the phone, you know, you're killing the phone, you're killing the phone life, all the battery life, all that kind of good stuff. You know, and it's like I said, it's just a pain. Stuff that comes with the car, or the functions, features that make it easier to live with. Really, that has been the biggest thing to my ownership experience, if you will, of this car. Both the cars, actually, the last Mercedes and this one. I've alluded to it a little bit earlier, but just the ownership experience of these cars is absolutely incredible. Like I said, from the second that you walk into the dealership to the second that you sign the paperwork and you know, turn the car back in, whatever, it's just, you're treated like a king the entire time, and it's amazing. And you know, I've bought cars that at the time were the most expensive car that a manufacturer sold, and I got treated like crap. And here I'm buying this car, which at the time was the cheapest car. Well, the last one was the cheapest car that the manufacturer sold. And I'm, like I said, I was just absolutely treated like a king. We've also rolled in some of the maintenance. This car is a lease, so it's under warranty. It's brand new the entire time. They rolled in maintenance package into it. They gave it to us for free because we got a special deal. Anyways, don't worry about it. Point is, the car has zero headaches. Anything goes wrong with it, I just go take it to the dealer. I go, hey man, go fix this, and they take it and they give me another car, a loaner car, and they let me know when I'm done, and I take it back and I drop it off and I pick up mine, and it's done. I mean, it is the most worry-free, you know, maintenance or transition or whatever ever. It's pretty fantastic. I'm sure that there's plenty of people out there that maybe deal with that again with quite a few, you know, with other brands and whatnot, or people that may watch this, whatever. But again, this is kind of like entry level into the luxury brand world. And so if you've never made the leap, man, let me tell you, make it. I'm telling you, it's worth every penny, and there's not as many pennies as you think it is. Really isn't. There's a lot of really awesome lease options. Definitely look into it. You know, if you're even kind of borderline, you get so much more car for the dollar. And like I said, it's just absolutely hassle-free ownership experience. This has been truly amazing. And you know, and I say, oh, I take it to the dealer or whatever, this and that. It's not like I have to do that often. For its yearly, it has yearly, once a year, I take it in for maintenance. And they'll do the oil change, and they'll do all the checks and services and all the things that they do. And like I said, I drop it off and I pick it up, and it's whatever. Anything breaks, which I think the last one had one issue where a tensioner went out on it, and so it was making a weird squeak and rattle, and took it in, they replaced it, again, free, everything was warranty covered, whatnot, no big deal, no problem, and it was all good to go. So yeah, again, the ownership experience of these cars is absolutely phenomenal. There's a reason they are what they are, and they have the panache and the reputation that they have. They've certainly earned it. So it's definitely, again, to me, the ownership experience has been above and beyond anything else that I could have ever imagined. One of my absolute features in this car is to brake hold. So basically all I do is push down on the brake a little bit harder once I'm at a complete stop, and the word hold appears down in the dash display there, and now I can completely take my foot off the brake and it holds the brakes. It keeps the brake lights turned on, it holds the car in place, it doesn't go anywhere, it doesn't do anything. As soon as I hit the gas again, it'll release the brake and get going. I know there's a bunch of cars that have like electronic parking brakes and whatnot that do similar stuff, but it's just, honestly, it's one of the coolest things ever. One of the other features that I absolutely love is the rear view camera system. When it comes on, I mean, it's whatever, it's nothing too new. It's very clear display, very awesome, but I love how the camera drops out from the rear. In the back, it's hidden, so Mercedes realized, hey, you know, if the car gets dirty, or if it's raining, or if it's whatever, you still may need to put it in reverse and see what you're doing. So they have put it so that the camera is actually hidden, and when you put it in reverse, it will drop down and then activate. So it's always clean. The lens is always clean, which is really, honestly, it's an awesome feature. And it stays dry. It's kind of like hidden by the top part of the trunk or whatever. So it stays dry, you never get water spots on it, you never get whatever, and it always stays perfectly clean and clear. I think the part that I can't stand the most is the like display screen is just, it's stupidly mounted. Like they've designed this awesome interior, this dash, and then they just stuck this screen there on top. I don't even understand why they would do that. So anyways, that's my quick review of the 2016 Mercedes Benz C300. There's a lot of stuff that I didn't talk about and I didn't show you, and there's a lot of stuff, whatever. I mean, it's not that special of a car. It is a cool car, I don't know, whatever. I love it. It's great. It suits our needs. My wife loves it. It's her daily driver, so I only get to drive it for special occasions, or when the Corvette's broken, which is all the time. Updates on that coming soon, because it's back in the shop. Anyways, if you like this video, make sure you hit subscribe, give it a big thumbs up. If you didn't like this video, hit subscribe, give it a thumbs down. I don't care. Hit subscribe, watch some more of my videos. Tell me you love me, tell me you hate me, all that kind of good stuff. Comments down below. If there's anything that you specifically want to know about the car, want to see about the car, or want me to catch on video about the car, you know, please let me know, and I'll make a follow-on video, and I'll add some more stuff to it. So absolutely hit me in the comments below. Anyways, yeah, everyone, so have a great day, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.